Hello children, so today we'll be doing properties of proportion. Okay, so I have written down all the properties here, so I'll explain. So the first one, invertendo. Now what you mean by invertendo? If A by B or A is to B is equal to C is to D, then B by A will be equal to D by C. You can invert its ratio. Like A by B becomes B by A, C by D becomes D by C. Anytime you can write the reciprocal of these ratios. Okay, so this property is called invertendo. Now next is alternando. Alternando meaning if A by B is equal to C by D, A by B is equal to C by D, then this B and C can be interchanged. B will go here, C will come here. So A by C will be equal to B by D. That way you can also interchange A and D. So A by B, C by D means A by C will be equal to B by D. Okay, that is called alternando. Now componendo. If A by B is equal to C by D, then if you add 1 to both the ratios will be equal again. Then if you take LCM, here A by B plus 1, then you get A plus B by B, and RHS you get C plus D by D. So remember, by componendo, from here directly you can write this one, A by B equal to C by D, then numerator you can add numerator and denominator on both sides. So A by B, so A plus B by B, here C by D, C plus D by D. Okay, so you can add in the numerator both the numerator and denominator of the ratio. So similar dividendo, if you subtract 1 from both, then you get A minus B by B equal to C minus D by D. So you can add also or you can subtract also. Now when you combine these two, componendo and dividendo, then we get componendo and dividendo. This is the most important property of proportion. Almost every sum will be using this one. So star is also given here. So this is if A by B equal to C by D, then combining these two, if we divide this componendo by dividendo, if you divide this by this, what we get? This B and B will get cancelled. You get A plus B by A minus B. So A plus B by A minus B here. A plus B by A minus B. And C plus D by C minus D, because dt will get cancelled. So C plus D by C minus D. So componendo dividendo, using this property, whenever A by B equal to C by D, we can write A plus B by A minus B is equal to C plus D, C minus D. Simply, we can add in the numerator these two and subtract in the denominator. Sign will be opposite here. Okay, that is componendo dividendo. Now convertendo. If A by B equal to C by D, then A by A minus B is equal to C by C minus D. Actually, if we divide A by B by C by D by this one, we get this. So, but then you don't have to go to that detail. So, just remember, if A by B is equal to C by D, then A by A minus B will be equal to C by C minus D. And the last one is, if A by B is equal to C by D equal to E by F, there may be more ratios also, doesn't matter. So whenever two or more ratios are equal, then remember each ratio, that means each of these ratios, because they are all equal, so each ratio will be equal to sum of all the numerators here, A, C, E, by sum of denominators. That means, or sum of all antecedents upon sum of all consequents. These are called antecedents. Okay, sum of all antecedents and sum of all consequents. Okay, so that means here A plus C plus E plus more if you have more, B plus D plus A plus more if you have. Okay, so these are the properties. Now we'll see the application. Okay, so I have written down the questions there. So we'll take one by one. Now we'll take question number 1. So what is given is given A is to B is proportional to C is to D. This is given. And we have to prove that 2A plus 5B upon 2A minus 5B is equal to twice C plus 5D upon twice C minus 5D. Okay. So this implies we can write this as A by B is equal to C by D. Okay. So this ratio you can write as a fraction. Now here look at the coefficient of A and C. Here twice A and twice C. So that means we multiply numerator by 2 both sides, twice A by and twice C. And if you look at the coefficients of B and D, it is 5 and 5, B and D 5, 5. So we multiply both sides by 5 in the numerator, 5B and 5D. So these two are equal because 2, 2 get cancelled, 5, 5 get cancelled. So these are equivalent proportions. So now, since there is plus minus sign here, okay, so that we get by using componendo and dividendo. So write by componendo and dividendo. Okay, we get. So understand this one. So when we use componendo dividendo, you know in the numerator we add these two and denominator we subtract. Remember, add, subtract. So 2A plus 5B, so you add in the numerator, 2A minus 5B, subtract in the denominator. Terms will be same. Same thing in the RHS, you have to remember, you have to do on both sides. So twice C plus 5D divided by twice C minus 5D. Okay. So now, so we have to find 2A plus 5B upon 2A minus 5B, which you got. Twice C plus 5D, twice C minus 5D, which you got. So it is proved. We got the answer. Okay. So property makes it very easy. Now we'll take the next question. Question number 2. Now this came in ICSE 2008. 2008 this question came. It's just the reverse of the previous question. So given 8A minus 5B by 8C minus 5D is equal to 8A plus 5B upon 8C plus 5D. Okay. So this is given. Now what we have to find, what we have to prove is A by B is equal to C by D. Okay. So here, now don't cross multiply. What to do? Use property componendo and dividendo. But remember, when you use componendo dividendo, this AB terms must be on the same side. Okay. So what you do? Use alternando here. Bring 8C here because C and D here, and take this 8A minus 5B down here. So you have 8C plus 5D by 8C minus 5D, and we have 8A plus 5B upon 8A minus 5B by alternando. Okay. So we have interchanged these two. 8A minus 5B going there, 8C plus 5B there. Okay, because AB must be on one side, CD must be on one side. Then only we can cancel the terms later on. So now use by componendo and dividendo. So what we get? See, numerator we add. So 8C plus 5D, if there are two terms, write bracket, plus 8C minus 5D. So what we did, we added in the numerator. So denominator terms will be same, only this plus will be minus. Remember, HC plus 5D minus HC minus 5D. Terms will remain as they are, only sign will change. Same with RHS. 8A plus 5B plus 8A minus 5B divided by 8A plus 5B minus 8A minus 5B. Only sign this plus minus will change. So next step, you just open all the brackets. So 8C plus 5D will come as it is. Plus is not going to change the sign. 8C minus 5D. So here 8C plus 5D. Now remember, this minus sign is going to change the sign, so be careful. Minus plus, minus 8C, minus minus, plus 5D. These two signs will be opposite. Here also 8A plus 5B plus 8A minus 5B as it is. Here 8A plus 5B minus 8A minus plus 5. So what is the advantage of using this formula is that here see, plus 5D minus 5D cancelled and plus 8C minus 8C also cancelled. Here also 5B plus minus cancelled, 8A plus minus cancelled. So 8 plus 8 will be 16C, 5 plus 5 will be 10D is equal to. Here 8 plus 8 is 16A and 5 plus 5 is 10B. So this 16 can be cancelled from both sides, 10 also cancelled from both sides. So what we get? C by D is equal to A by D. This implies A by B is equal to C by D. So it is proved. Okay, so this is number 2, came in 2008. Now let's take the third question. Question number 3. Question number 3. Now here the value of x is given. If ax is 8ab upon a plus b, we have to find the value of, it's not proving question, we have to find the value of x plus 4a by x plus 4a plus x plus 4b upon x minus 4b. So here question number 3. Given x equal to 8ab by a plus b. Now we have to find the value of this one. See here. Find the value of x plus 4a, x minus 4a. Remember, this x plus 4a, x minus 4a you can obtain by using componendo dividendo in this one, x by 4a. So if you use componendo dividendo here, you get x plus 4a, x plus 4a. So we have to get x by 4a in the left hand side. So how we can do this? So here x 4a you write here. Okay, because 8ab equal to, it is 4a into 2b, isn't it? Because 4 to the 8, a into b, ab. So you can split 8ab as 4a and 2b. So when 4a you bring it here down, okay, so what is left here? 2b by a plus b. Okay. So now to get this expression x plus 4a, x minus 4a, so you can use componendo dividendo here. So by componendo and dividendo. So what we get? X plus 4a, x minus 4a is equal to 2b plus a plus b and 2b minus a. So this plus, because of minus, we can write bracket plus b. 2b plus a plus b, 2b minus a plus b. And that will give you, this will give you 3b, because 2b plus b, 3b plus a divided by here 2b, plus into minus minus, so 2b minus b will be b minus a. Okay, this is what we get. Now again, Now to get the value of this one, x plus 4b, x minus 4b, so we split this as 4b into 2a. 8ab equal to 4b into 2a. Okay, so 4b we bring down. So we get x by 4b equal to, we get 2a by a plus b. Same way here. We repeat this process. We change 4a by 4b now. Okay. So it was 2b here, now it remains 2a. So when you cross multiply, you get this. 4 to the 8 into a. Okay. So now use the property now by componendo and dividendo. So what we get? X plus 4b, x minus 4b is equal to 2a plus b and 2a minus a plus. So this will give you here 2a plus a will be 3a plus b you get divided by 2a minus a is a and minus plus minus. Okay, so now we found the values of these two expressions separately. Now we have to find the sum of these two. So you write therefore x plus 4a by x minus 4a plus x plus 4b upon x minus 4b is equal to. Now you know the value of this is, we have got 3b plus a here, or you can write a plus 3b by b minus a plus value of this one we got here 3a plus b upon a minus b. Okay, so but here you see, before you take LCM, be careful here, this is b minus a, this is a minus b. Okay, so take minus sign common to change the sign. So when you take minus sign common, this plus divided by minus will be minus. So a plus 3b upon b minus a, so plus will become minus 3a plus b upon b minus a. As we have taken minus and common, so minus b becomes plus b and plus a becomes minus a and plus will change to minus. Now take LCM. LCM is b minus a. So since LCM denominator are same, so numerator won't change, a plus 3b minus 3a minus b, because minus sign will change this sign. So this will be equal to, now a minus 3a will be minus 2a. Because b is here, so take b on first. So if you take 3b minus b is 2b minus a minus 3 is minus 2a, b minus a. So if you take 2 common, so 2b minus a upon b minus a. So this b minus a cancel. So what is the answer? It is 2. 2 is the answer. Now this type of question answer always comes 2. Now similar question, but you are given the numerical values there. So let's try number 4. Question number 4. Same way we will do it. Okay. Now given x is equal to 4 root over 6 by root 2 plus root 3. And what you have to find out? X plus 2 root 2 by x minus 2 root 2 plus x plus 2 root 2 root 3 by x minus 2 root 3. So we have to find the value of this expression. Now same way here. To get x plus 2 root 2, x minus 2 root 2, we have to have x by 2 root 2 and we can use component dividendo. So from here, we have x by 2 root 2. So what is left here? See, 4 root 6 is there. Okay, so this is, you can write 4 as 2 into 2 into root 6 you can write as root 2 into root 3. Okay, so when you bring 2 root 2 down, so what is left? 2 root 3. So 2 root 3 here, root 2 plus root 3. So when you multiply, 2 2s are 4, root 2 into root 3, root 6. Now, by componendo and dividendo. So what we get? X plus 2 root 2 by x minus 2 root 2 is equal to 2 root 3 plus root 2 plus root 3 divided by 2 root 3 minus root 2 plus root 3. Okay, so this will give you 2 root 3 plus root 3 will be 3 root 3 plus root 2. Okay, 2 root 3 plus root 3 is like adding x only, 2x and x. So 2 root 3 plus root 3 will be 3 root 3 and root 2 is there. Upon here 2 root 2 minus root 2 will be, 2 root 3 minus root 3 will be root 3 minus root 2 you get. Because 2 root 3 minus root 3, because minus into plus will be minus, the 2 root 3 minus root 3 will be root 3 and minus root 2. That we got. Now again, now to find this one, we need 2 root 3 down here. So x by 2 root 3, right? You write x by 2 root 3. So when you take 2 and root 3, what is left? 2 root 2. So 2 root 2 will be left. So that 2 2s are 4, root 3 into 2 will be root 6. So what you have down here, root 2 plus root 3. So by componendo and dividendo, what we get? X plus 2 root 3 upon x minus 2 root 3 is equal to 2 root 2 plus root 2 plus root 3, 2 root 2 minus root 2 plus root 3. And this will give you 2 root 2 plus root 2 will be 3 root 2 plus root 3 there, divided by 2 root 2 minus root 2 will be root 2 minus root 3. Now once again, to find the value of this expression, we will combine now. So therefore, x plus 2 root 2 by x minus 2 root 2 plus x plus 2 root over 3 upon x minus 2 root 3 is equal to. Now the value of this we found here is 3 root 3 plus root 2 divided by root 3 minus root 2 plus the value of this one we found here is 3 root 2 plus root 3 upon root 2 minus root 3. As before, you see here root 3 minus root 2, here root 2 minus root 3. So we take minus and common from here and change this sign. So 3 root 3 plus root 2 upon root 3 minus root 2. So minus 3 root 2 plus root 3 upon root 3 minus root 2, because we have taken minus and common. So this minus becomes plus and plus becomes minus, and this plus becomes minus. Now if you take LCM, LCM is root 3 minus root 2. So this will come as it is, 3 root 3 plus root 2, minus 1 will change the sign. So 3 root 2 minus 0 plus minus root 3. So now if you simplify, 3 root 3 minus root 3 will be 2 root 3, and 3 root 2 minus 3 root 2 plus root 2 will be minus 2 root 2 divided by root over 3 minus root over 2. So if you take 2 common, you get root 3 minus root 2 upon root 3 minus root 2. Okay, this is root 3. Root over 3 minus root 2. So this whole thing get cancelled. So your answer is 2. So this is the answer. So we'll continue again in the next class. Okay, thank you, please.